your sushi as frog bottom. It is always a front option, I agree. Until people die. Three research points. Larger storage. A scrap smith. Plastic recycler. We did that is we want to extend our drying racks. What'd you get? More wood. Okay, so with that in place, we're going to get rid of this boy. And we're going to put the marker over here on the plastic. Wood for the wood gods. I see there was an update for that god game we were playing, Tali. Not Universe Sim. No, the one where you had your gods and they did the auto fighting. You had gods of, like, God of War, God of Love, God of, can't think of what the other god, was it Godhood? Alright, fish. That's given us 6 research points. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I enjoyed playing it. I agree, Tali. But it was only, I can't remember how much it was. Wasn't it, like, under $10? I didn't mind the game. But yes, I agree. At that stage, the replayable. No way. Okay. Yeah, okay, that was a little bit tough then. underneath here? Is that like buildings? Sorry, I'm just trying to work out what's under the water there. So... I don't know what we're collecting. We've done okay. So far, we've collected 20 dry wood, 12 firewood, and 3 cans of food, and 8 research points. So the question I have, because we may hit 10, I don't think we're going to hit 15. What are we going to spend our research points on? I'm not really interested in, at this stage, sorry, the larger storage yards or houses. Scrapsmith, I assume a scrapsmith means that we can pull apart some of the things such as, let's say, like beds, if we're building houses, and actually get stuff. I know storage is always good, it's 10 points. Plastic recycler. Does that mean we're going to generate... I don't think we're going to get 15 points anyway, but we're going to generate... I am thinking a solar still, because the problem I'm having at the moment is the amount of firewood that I'm trying to generate. So there's a part of me that sort of says that if we can have a solar still, I no longer need to keep on making dry wood into firewood. 47. Stop on the firewood. So the solar steel. John. Hello John, what does it say? Solar steel takes a long time, so you need to make a... Oh, really? Well, that sucks, doesn't it, John? I was thinking a little bit of raft, where... Okay, so the next thing is maybe a quicker generation on food preservation. So maybe we can, if we go over again, have we finished? We're still scavenging. What are we getting there? Canned food! Woohoo! Now we're talking. Been the best island so far.
Yeah, sure.
Alright, you're saying the solar still sucks a little bit. My next backup plan would be a scrapsmith. I'm assuming the scrapsmith allows you to tear something down and get stuff back for it. It just takes a while to generate water. Okay. I also assume that the... Alright, fishing... Oh, we're not going to get 15. So we might do a couple of the 5s, and therefore we can actually maximise some stuff there. We'll have a look after we finish salvaging. Done! We did not get 10 salvage points. Alright. That changed that idea, didn't it? Go for fish kebabs. I assume we're going to need firewood for fish kebabs. Small water containers. Alright. So we'll wait for the plastic guy to come, and then we'll move to the next place. What we got for the next place? See what we've got. I assume the next place is where we start generating some oil, or finding oil. Can't be out of fish, are we? We're out of fish. Alright, time to move on. We'll see if we can find somewhere else on the next one that also is going to give us some research. Alright, let's stop that one. We're surviving. We've got a fair bit of wood. Food is okay. Interesting how they do the food. How good's that? They're just jumping in the boat. Once the boat heads back, then we'll take off. Okay, let's go. Only because we are going to potentially do some YouTubes on this, so this is easier to do it this way. What do you got? We got fresh water? That's a good find. Oil and abandoned town. I assume we need to generate, we actually have to make containers in order to get the oil. So, fresh water. No, the oil comes in a container and we don't know what's there. Let's get our water first. No, we won't. We'll salvage the town. are you heading? Over here? See what we get out of this place. Canned food. Okay, so that's actually brought ourselves up to 18 points there, so we actually got a couple of good opportunities. Can I assume the fishing hut catches fish without a fishing boat going out? Let's just try something first. Scrapsmith. Excellent. That's exactly what I was hoping it would do. Smith your metal into more useful resources like pipes and screws. Import, export pipes and screws, needs fuel. Construction cost is a ton of this, which we don't have at the moment, so we probably don't need to research. It isn't what I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be recycling beds into larger areas. Alright, need lots of metal. A home for your drifters so they can rest. Okay, it's up there. Plastic recycle workshop where drifters can recycle plastic into more useful resources like plastic nets, but we need screws. Alright, so which we need to do that one first. We need the piping, which comes out of here. Piping. The solar steel doesn't need anything more. As we talked about, you said it's super slow. Remove salt water, seawater, and generates fresh water in large amounts. We need pipes. So this one we could build. Uses a net. So we need the net, and the net is going to come from the plastic shop. Alright, so therefore we don't need the fishing boat. So that, it comes off the hooks. Takes a thing and cooks and makes kebabs. Alright. So we'll unlock this one, but we still need to get some more. And we will save the rest because the research is instant. So we'll save the rest until we'll know how much scrap we're getting. Because at the moment we've we don't have a lot of scrap metal. I am thinking that we will end up with the desalinator a little bit though, John. If the solar desalinator doesn't require people, then I think it's not a bad one. I'm... Good point, John. And John, thank you very much for your follow. Sorry I didn't say it before. I'm hoping, yeah, because it doesn't look like there's a morale. You got health, you got food, water, so there's no sort of morale issues. I mean, it doesn't look like it. But I'm assuming, let's say the houses can accompany, because every bed is just for one person. So I'm hoping the houses maybe can accommodate 2 people or 3 people. Deconstruct gives you 8 plastic and 6 dry wood. What does it cost you to build? 8 plastic, 6 dry wood. 100% return. So if the houses...
Yo! Hello!
Charlie, we need bigger storage. We need bigger storage. Why didn't you say storage? We don't have the metal anyway. More storage. So this one's actually quite a quick one. So we get 3 oil. I can only assume that down here we may get more oil. Down here, obviously, we're going to have an opportunity to pick up more people. Some more villagers. But here we get to pick up animals. Do I need to cast a vote? I don't think so. I think it's a safe bet that we're going to go up here and see what the animals do for us. An abandoned town, oil, and people. Alright, let's go get some... Hello, Bro Control, how are we? Hey, Bro Control, have you been keeping your eye on Dawn of Man? Has there been any more decent additions? No way. Really? Is it going to come out before or after Bannerlord? That, 2 years, but I mean, obviously the Kenshi was a... Yeah, obviously it was a... it was a early access. Big time. I mean, he just sat and worked on it and just kept on updating it. And it's got a... I haven't played it since the sort of the release, and it got bigger. I mean, I sort of played a little bit. It changed, but it's... I keep doing the same thing. I keep building a town and making it like a city builder, but I've had other people just literally go solo and just do other things. The problem with going solo is when you get caught, you're buggered. We're done. Alright, let's get our oil. More storage.
That's okay. Okay. Okay.
I would say that when I first started, it was a little bit of a slow start, and I thought, I don't know, but it's actually, now that we've got into the research, for me it's definitely coming along a lot nicer. It is. It's, and I know, yeah, obviously a few people have sort of streamed it and so forth. It is a slow game at the beginning. If people aren't familiar with it, yeah, they would be asking what the hell's going on. But there's very little rules. Very little rules. Like, the good thing about Kenshi is you can basically... It is open world. You can do what you want. You can build a town. You can just go around beating the crap out of people and stealing their money and then raising a mercenary army. You can be a cannibal and go around eating people. Bit like RimWorld in a way. You can really capture people, take off legs, sell their parts. Okay, so we do have a bit of... Okay, good amount of food, good amount of water. All the boats are back in. Space is... Alright, let's get rid of... How many fish have we got? Remove that marker.